And then finally, the last part of the professional standards also deal with quality control. And quality control standards basically applies to the firm. So what kind of standards does the firm have in place to ensure that audits are being conducted in accordance with the firm standards, obviously, and in accordance with generally accepted auditing standards or PCAOB standards. The CPA firms no longer, prior to PCAOB, the CPA firms kind of were members of the AICPA quality control program, where their peers would come, on a rotational basis, come out and audit, select engagements for an audit firm and perform a peer review. So KPMG might audit Deloitte, Deloitte might audit Ernst, so forth, right? And that was a part of the AICPA program. I'm assuming that firms are still in that, but I really don't know. But firms who have publicly held clients have to be, they have no choice. The PCAOB will come in and select engagements, and again, the PCAOB is going to focus on a more risk-based approach. They're going to come in and select engagements to review. And I strongly suggest that you take, I put the PCAOB website up, I think, on the syllabus, but if it's not, you could just kind of Google PCAOB and just kind of take a look at some of the PCAOB inspection reports. You don't have to read them in detail, but just to give you a feel for the kinds of audits that the PCAOB is doing of the firms and what kind of issues they're finding. And one of the things you're going to see throughout their inspection reports is this concept of professional skepticism. One of their conclusions, a major conclusion that they have, is that firms are not, or audit teams are not engaging in sufficient and appropriate level of professional skepticism. So they're citing them a lot for that. So I strongly suggest you take a look at that. So now the PCAOB performs this audit of these firms, and I've spoken to represented partners and managers in the firms who've gone through these PCAOB audits, and they said it is really brutal, right? Very brutal process. And the findings are kind of general. So it won't say, their inspection reports won't say necessarily that we audited Deloitte and this is what we found. But now they're starting to do, initially they were not doing that unless the firms did not respond to the recommendations, but now they're starting to do that. So I think you can go on and see that there, several of the firms, Deloitte comes to mind because I just saw that one a few weeks ago, but that they've actually released their report on their inspection of audits performed by Deloitte. So, that's something that the firms now have